Aaron Rodgers is all in on himself. So if this was a game of poker, he's going to bet everything that he has on the fact that the team needs him more than he needs the team. If you know anything about him, he's a man of conviction. So if he says that there's an issue with the front office and some of the decision making, then they have to fix that before he shows up. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is showing up till August.
Wow.
And he's going to sit back and relax, because here's the thing about Rodgers. One, he's already established himself as a legend. What's going to pull him back? It has to be much deeper than X's and O's. So I think what's happening is Aaron Rodgers over the last couple of years felt like there's been some decisions that didn't help the team right now. When you look at last year's draft, they left the season with one of the best running backs in Aaron Jones. We know they have Aaron Rodgers. Their first 2 picks in that draft, quarterback, running back. So for those that don't understand where Aaron Rodgers is coming from, there's frustration, because he's thinking, you're going to draft a quarterback that's not going to touch the field, which he didn't in the first round. When you could have got a complimentary receiver to Devontae Adams, you could have got an offensive line to protect me, you could have got some guys on defense that could have helped us, maybe in that NFC Championship game that would have allowed us to get to a Super Bowl. So I understand where he's coming from. Now let me give you the real on the flip side. The guys who get paid the most get paid to deal with the BS. If I'm cutting you the fattest check on the squad, I'm paying you to be an extension of me in the locker room and deal with some of the BS that is going to happen.
It's reported that the GM is really the nut of this situation. So if that is the case, as an organization in a league that is supposed to be all about winning, why don't you just get rid of the GM and keep your quarterback happy? What can you succeed in without a happy quarterback, or a quarterback at all?
If I'm a GM and I have Aaron Rodgers and getting paid $40 million, at some point, I have to find his replacement. At some point.
Of course.
If I fall in love with a guy and I can get him for a steal in the first round, why do I have to clear it with a guy I'm paying $40 million to? And here's the thing. History repeats itself. Aaron Rodgers was brought in as a late first round draft pick to the Green Bay Packers, and they already had an absolute legend at quarterback in Brett Favre.
Just a guy, just some guy.
Just some guy,
just
right?
Some guy.
Brett Favre, right? So, and Brett Favre wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
And he ended up leaving. So, if Aaron Rodgers knows this, he was literally in the same position that Jordan Love is in. Shouldn't he have a little bit more understanding of what the organization was trying to do?
Of course.
Now, I'm not saying the organization is right. I'm on Aaron Rodgers' side. I understand where he's coming from. When you're that type of talent, you have to give that person what they want. Similar with LeBron James. Everybody talks about the moves that LeBron James makes behind the scenes on every team he's on because he's damn good.
Yeah.
And I feel like there is a shift happening. There's going to be more power in the hands of the players because these GMs, owners, and these execs, they realize that these players are not just athletes. Some of these players can make front office moves better than the guys that are in the front office. There's always going to be a team that does this every 3 years where we're like, oh man, I cannot believe they got rid of that guy. It happens. The Colts got rid of Peyton Manning, and everybody's like, oh my
Tom Brady and the Patriots broke up.
You feel me? And all Tom wanted was to be courted. All they had to do was say, Tom, baby, I love you. And they wouldn't even say that. And Tom ended up in Tampa and had the biggest gangster move of all time, basically winning the Super Bowl with the Buccaneers. For me, they're my favorites right now to win the Super Bowl.
What does that mean for the debate of does Brady need Belichick or does Belichick
Chicken
need
or the egg,
Brady?
huh?
The chicken or the egg, which came first? Now, I think it was a very symbiotic relationship.
Oh, that's an easy way
I
out.
think it was, but I think it's easier to kind of say that Tom Brady doesn't need Belichick when Belichick basically was dealing with a lot of scraps.
He was.
In New England.
He was.
It wasn't really a fair level playing field.
Yeah.
But when it's all said and done, when you kind of look back at what they have accomplished separately and then obviously together, who needs who more?
There's an argument to be made that Brady is the best quarterback ever. I think a lot of people agree. I said there's also an argument to be made that Brady is the greatest system quarterback ever. And it's not a bad thing. When people hear, oh, he's a system guy, they're like, oh, what are you saying, that he depends on the system? No, what I'm saying is that after so many years in the same system, he has mastered. And the coach has mastered Brady's skill set. When Tom Brady was with the New England Patriots, third quarter, week 15, they're down by 5, they need to get a touchdown. He goes to Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick's like, hey, so you want to run what we ran last year, week 7? Tom's like, no, what about what we ran in 2012? You remember that playoff game? And he's like, no, actually, you know what? Let's run what we ran in 2009. And Bill Belichick's like, you know what? Actually, You remember that game back in '01 when we played the Raiders, the snow game? Yeah, the tuck rule. Let's run the play that we ran in the third quarter. They can dive so deep in their bag that the system Tom Brady's in, he can master it because there's so much more to select from. Now, you have to have a wealth of knowledge in order to know all of those plays, but you can see that Tom Brady was able to do that. If I had to pick one, I'm going with Bill Belichick.
Wow. That's not the popular answer, Nate, and that's not the answer I thought you were going to give me.
Yeah, I'm a player's guy. I love Tom Brady. I rock with him wholeheartedly. I feel like Tom Brady helped create what the dynasty is that we know the Patriots were, and Bill Belichick helped build up Tom Brady.
A lot of athletes want to get into the broadcasting world when their career is over, and respectfully so. I mean, they know the game so well, and talking about it is easy. It's second nature. But not everybody can make that transition as successfully as you and some other people have done so. So what's next in your world? What else is there for you to accomplish? What else do you want to accomplish?
I won an Oscar.
Wow.
So I won an Oscar, and not because it's self-serving. I won an Oscar because I didn't win a Super Bowl. So like, I missed out on something special. I put a lot of work into football, like a lot of work. I got broken ankles, I tore my ACL, my PCL, broke this leg, broke my arm, tore my thumb, broke this finger, broke my nose, 2 separated shoulders, broken rib, concussions. I done did it all. Luckily, I'm able to move around. I still can hang out and play with my kids. But I say that, not for you to feel sorry for me. I say that because I felt like I deserved a Super Bowl. Like, I'm one of those dudes. I'll give back money to win a Super Bowl with the team. Like, I'm a team first, teamwork make the dream work type of dude. So when I left the game, that was like one of my biggest hangups. Like, damn, like, how I've been playing this game since I was 8. How did I sacrifice all that and I don't have a Lombardi? Like, I don't have a Super Bowl ring. I used to have a hangup about that. But then I realized the reason I didn't win it is because it created this desire for greatness inside of me. I'm hungrier than ever to dominate in other spaces. So I feel like the football guys cheated me out of one trophy, but life isn't going to cheat me out the rest of them.
Listen, a bar.
I got bars like that. You know that.